How can someone vanish without a trace and raise even more questions when she's found? That's exactly what happened to Yolanda Bindics. And 20 years later, the authorities are still in limbo. On August 10, 2024, Yolanda Bindics, a mother of four, started her day by telling a number of people that she had good news to share. Around 8 p.m. that day, just like any day, Yolanda locked up the family dollar store where she worked and left. The 25-year-old called her brother, who was babysitting her kids, and told him she was on the way home. But unlike any other day, she never made it home. When no one was able to reach Yolanda, her family reported her missing, and posters were put up around the town. No one ever found out what the good news she had was. The Jamestown police launched a search for Yolanda, and the next day, Yolanda's car was discovered in a parking lot near where she was last seen. At first, police theorized Yolanda may have run away, but her family and friends insisted she wouldn't do such a thing. Police investigators questioned everyone close to Yolanda, her co-workers, family, and friends. They discovered that when Yolanda moved to the town, she started seeing a cop. That officer was Michael Watson, and there was a twist that soon followed. It was reported that 2 weeks before her disappearance, Yolanda met with Darian Thomas, the father of one of her daughters, and they were looking to patch up their relationship. Her family members claimed that she was planning to tell Michael Watson, the cop, something important the day she went missing. And there was a red flag regarding Watson and the investigation. He didn't remove himself from the case when Yolanda was reported missing, which should have happened since he had a personal connection with the victim, and that was a little suspicious. Watson was placed on leave and his involvement was investigated. He was momentarily a person of interest, but eventually no foul play on his end was uncovered. He also passed a lie detector test and gave an alibi for the time Yolanda went missing. Detectives were also monitoring Yolanda's phone and bank account, but neither had any activity since the day she went missing. But in the face of that dead end, investigators got a lead, a gorge where an unnamed person of interest in the case may have been spending time camping and may have taken Yolanda there. The Chautauqua Gorge was swept for any clues, but none were found. A month later, her keys and purse were found in storm drains, but nothing else was found. Then another person of interest comes across the board, Clarence Cart, the father of Yolanda's other daughter. Now, according to investigators, Cart was captured on surveillance camera at a gas station close to the family dollar store around the same time Yolanda left. Detectives turned their attention to try to find anyone who saw them interact that night. For 2 years, detectives followed leads and clues, but sadly all led to dead ends, and Yolanda's whereabouts stayed unknown. The FBI tried out a new tactic in the search for the missing mother, offering $20,000 for any information leading to an arrest. On September 10, 2006, hunters came across something suspicious in the forest. They discovered human bones. Dental records later confirmed the remains were confirmed to be Yolanda. Her cause of death was never determined, but it was declared suspicious and eventually a homicide. Investigators also didn't uncover a motive for the crime. The investigation remained quiet until 2022. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office issued a renewed call for information on Yolanda's case. The Unsolved Cases Unit reported that new leads were generated and new forensic technology was being used to analyze previous evidence collected in Yolanda's case. But when another block was reached, investigators took to the internet in search of Yolanda's killer. In 2024, Unsolved Chautauqua asked to hear from specific people, anyone who commented about Yolanda's case on certain websites that posted about the case between 2005 and 2009 in hopes of uncovering any fresh leads. Clarence Cart hasn't been charged, but remains a person of interest, and the $20,000 reward money still stands.